Okay, we've covered a lot of math so far. We've done fractions, we've worked with multiplying, dividing, adding, and subtracting them. Let's try something new. Have you ever wondered why your skin cells get replaced? The skin cells on the top of your hand end up getting replaced. Eventually they die off and they just fly away. You don't ever see them disappear, but they get replaced by newer cells underneath the top layer of your skin. So here's what it would look like for one cell to replicate. So let's start with one cell and see what happens. One cell is going to split into two cells. It's going to double. I have one cell and another cell. Then each of these cells are also going to double. This one will make two cells, and this one will make two cells. And then these four cells will also split. Each one will make two new cells. So here's my question. How many cells would there be after 7 rounds of division? By the end of this segment, you'll be able to answer this question. We're going to figure this out using exponents. Okay, this is just one cell. This is before any rounds of division, so I'm going to mark that off with a 0. This is after the first round of division. I have 2 cells. And then after the second round of division, I have 4 cells. And then after the third round of division, I have 8 cells. I know my cells doubled every time, so I'm going to use a base of 2. Okay, I know I started with 1 cell, and that cell doubled, so I have 1 times 2. Then each of these cells also doubled, so I have 2 cells doubling, or 2 times 2. Then I have 4 cells. Each of these 4 cells also doubled, so I have 2 times 2. Those are my 4 cells, and then they're going to double. There's got to be an easier way to write this. We're going to actually do this using exponents. Notice that all my multiplication has a 2. 2 is going to be my base. After the first doubling, I have 2 to the 1, or 2 cells. After the second doubling, I have 2 to the 2, or 4 cells. And after 3 rounds of doubling, I have 2 to the 3, or 8 cells. And after 3 rounds of doubling, I have 2 to the 3rd, or 8 cells. Repeated multiplication is represented by an exponent. It's very similar to repeated addition, like 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. I know I have 4 3s, or 4 times 3. We use multiplication to represent repeated addition. We use exponents to represent repeated multiplication. So whenever I have repeated multiplication, I can write the base raised to an exponent. So whenever I have repeated multiplication, I can have the base raised to an exponent.